What's good, it's Poppin' YouTube family? We back in a reaction video. We got my boy Eustace with Fire Force Season 3. It's crazy. I have not started watching it yet. I was letting it build up. It's time for me to watch. Because when I see videos like these pop up, it's time for me to go crazy because I know it gotta be nuts. So, with that being said, my boy Eustace channel is gonna be linked down below. I'm monitoring the video. Make sure you go show him some love. Hit the sub button, all that good stuff. You know, leave a like, comment, everything. You know, we gotta hit the lights. I was so close. I get closer and closer every time. Make it full screen for my boy. Let's get right into it.
I say what the fuck I want, where the fuck I want, pussy ass. And if you was anywhere around me, I'd say shut the fuck up, bitch. And I'd probably slap you in your fucking mouth.
New op pack in the air, this gas or what? You'd still be alive right now if you niggas ain't
Nah, that is crazy.
Wise
This song is
tree.
crazy.
What do you do when you can't do nothing, but there's nothing you can do?
My nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, you do what you can, Eustace.
And all I can do right now is cover that new Fire Force Season 3, Let's Get It, boys. People kept commenting on my Soul Eater video.
But Eustace, did you know Shinra made Soul Eater?
Like they're geniuses or something, bro.
Like,
Shut
bro.
up. This is like saying,
Did you know Naruto made Boruto?
thanks a lot.
Like, dude.
Fire Force Season 3 starts, and we're literally in the town map from BO2. Or maybe this is where King Von is, I'm not too sure. Hey, who is this though? She kinda bad, hold on now.
Crazy.
But we see Company 8, and them boys getting busy for no reason. Always some boxing going on here.
Always some
Shinra
squabs.
versus Arthur. Shinra flies up with that fire kick, and Arthur blocks it with his sword, Excalibur. Shinra had a backup just to fly right towards him. He was really trying to sleep this man with his foot. He was really snapping on Arthur while everybody watched. Bro trying to do too much because Iris is in the room. This reminds me of when me and my homie got around some girls, and he has a nerve to ask me, do you think I get too much money? Like, what the hell is you talking about, bro? You owe me money. Anyways, Arthur had a lock in, and Shinra flew with that boy, moving different with the kick of doom coming at him. Meanwhile, Obi was talking to the Fire Force chief, but then 12 came in, talking about some,
Hey twin, you finna be doing live.
What the fuck is happening?
bruh, calm your ass down, bruh. This ain't my first time, bro. But when he's going to leave, he sees the White Clad. Now that right there is a crazy twist. They was getting straight to the peak. This the first episode. But then
It's
of
going
course,
crazy.
they showed Redacted, and I'm gonna have to blur her face. Like, customer service,
Redacted.
give me straight back to the peak. It turns out the Holy Soul Temple is working with the White Clad, and they summoned Captain Burns. He was about to get busy on site. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he was getting straight to the action.
You
But
trying to
Haumea
get-
started playing with his
Hi,
mind
Mima.
and sent this man to the Riggedy realm. Bro was literally sent to God and folded instantly. Haumea
Crazy.
then said they're the rightful owners of this world. My boy tried to convince Burns to come back, but he wasn't hearing it.
I'm on my knees, this nigga is lying. He's lying, that's not true.
He was
That's not
lost, but
true.
can you even blame him? You show me something this beautiful, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But Company 8 gets
a
word of this taking
rainbow.
place, and they could not believe it.
Crazy shit. Crazy. I'm astonished.
I'm astonished.
Fucking astonished.
But the lieutenant said, I'ma slide for Obi immediately. Y'all
Right.
sissy boys probably won't slide, but I'm not like Lil Durk. He thought he was
Right.
going alone to betray the government, but you already know, the whole team was down to slide. I mean,
we
even
would
I betrayed the
understand that
government,
part.
bruh. I ain't paid my
What's up?
taxes in 5 years. Hey, cut that part out, cut that part out. They even brought
I
along
ain't paid
Redacted.
either.
Like, why, bruh? She not even from this company. Give her the boot. But at the end, Haumea says they're gonna use Obi to bring in Shinra. And this man Burns started praying for it, bro. Like, nah, it's about to get wicked. Then Shinra had an Adula link, but with none other than Captain Burns himself.
I say what the fuck I want, where the fuck I want, pussy ass nigga. And if you was anywhere around me, I'd say shut the fuck up, bitch nigga. And I'd probably slap you in your fucking mouth.
He would never say
Basically,
that to
he
me.
called bro saying he's gonna whack Obi and Shinra ain't gonna stop him. So they then decide to pull up. Meanwhile, Obi was in prison getting
Big
natty. Yo, my boy
body.
looking kinda aki, okay? They had him in jail looking like Aaron. While the whole world is
Big
getting the
body.
news that Obi kidnapped Shinra and his holy flame. Victor then takes the 8 to some abandoned town and he finally reveals he's been working with Joker the whole time. Yeah, hold on. I'm having some technical difficulties, bro. Hold on, y'all. I need to go fix my mic. Hold on. Then we got Span with the corniest dialogue I done ever heard, bruh. Talking about some being the evil hero, being from the shadows, he's the lone wolf, he's the bro. Shut that shit up, bruh. I ain't trying to hear that,
Right, shut
bruh.
up.
He was talking about some come play in the shadows. shadows, walk the dark hero's path of light. Like, bro, you are 30,
No,
bro. You're actually 30,
you're
bro.
30,
So they
bro.
then go down to the sewers, and look, guys, Tamaki fell butt first. Throw that shit out. Funny, bro. It ain't funny, bro. I want to know what idiot started this anime joke where it's just literally just like nude. Like, what? I don't understand. It's not funny, bro. But Joker and Shinra
Hey,
decide to
man.
slide for Obi together since they're faster than everyone else. They arrived by blowing up the White Cloud's base and aura farming. I ain't gonna
Look
lie,
at Joker.
Shinra was having a good old time in their section, bro. He's just flying around and stuff until Burns
me,
pulled
look at
up.
him.
In no way he is too old to be aura farmer, man. Come on. He
Look
thinks he's
at him.
Piccolo. It's like low-key, bro. He kind of tough though. Shinra was like,
he got
why are you
going.
doing this, Captain Burns? That boy left him on red in real life, then snapped his fingers, and Obi came up on a cross getting gagged. Like, hey, yo, what are y'all doing to this man over there, bro? So Shinra started
Let
running
my
up this
boy Obi
building,
go.
then try to kick Burns, then look at this, bro. Then he just gonna punch, bro, without even moving into the Sonic roll. Like, come on, he kind of tough. He was
They-
charging something, but Joker pulled up, and yo, why he really got hands, bro? They was boxing. He
they
thinks he's in
throwing-
Dragon Ball Z. Okay, I
they
see it. And then he
throwing
had
him.
enough for real. Bro released his Shikai, and it was kind of crazy. Bro might be Headmaster Yamamoto. He might be Escanor. Meanwhile, the rest of Company 8 is on the way, but Arthur fell out the truck without anyone realizing.
Of course
When they
he
finally
did. Of
arrived,
course
there's
he
already
did.
some white-clad soldiers waiting on them. They look back to seeing Arthur missing, and they knew they was finished. I ain't gonna lie, it was close to over. Like, who gonna do the main fighting for real? But here
Yeah.
comes Tamaki trying to lead the charge, while the lieutenant
know-
shoots his bullets, but the white-clad started controlling them, sending them right back. She was low-key soloing the whole Company 8 by herself.
Yeah, this is
Basically,
why
she's
we
making
need
magnetic
big
fields
Arthur.
with golden heat. I don't know, bruh. I don't even know. If someone wants to explain in the comments, go ahead, bruh. But she was out here clapping
Yeah,
these
'cause I
boys.
don't-
They had to dodge their own weapons. Like, she literally had an enemy UAV and walls.
Like,
Like, she
look
has
at
a
how
phase
he-
Jarvid method. But Tamaki finally did something impressive and dropped the whole spirit bomb on her head. But wait, I should have known.
Did it do
She didn't do
nothing?
any damage at all. Like, why is she in the show? Tamaki started getting pieced up, and I've never been more happy in my life. But they somehow turned this freaky. Like, bro, I'm not even chilling,
Like,
bro. Her
bro.
clothes fell off. Like, how, bro? Don't piss me off right now.
Please,
You know what? I'm not showing this fight no
stop.
more. I'm not going to show. I'm going to skip to the end, okay? Because Lieutenant Hinawa was moving different.
Pony steady watching me. Every day they clocking me. Red alert. Dangerous, I keep that clock on me.
They melted her gloves down, then dropped her just like that. That's crazy, bruh. He must have picked up insta-kill off the floor and shot her. Like, there's no way. But she also had her guards with her, and apparently they also got hand. This guy literally speed blitzed the whole team and was moving crazy until we seen a slash in the wind.
Why
and
is
this
his
way
pants
Arthur pulled up,
gone?
he ain't do
Why?
no talking. Bro grabbed his sword once. This man
My
froze
boy
like
Arthur
he's
get
Elsa,
busy.
and he was done for just like that. Like, Arthur pulling up, and he
My
clean
boy
with it,
Arthur
and he
get
late.
busy.
Meanwhile, they inject Captain Obi with one of those bugs, and my man started tweaking out, looking like a homunculus from Full Metal Alchemist. But it was all cap. He started flexing, and that boy is so ripped, the bug couldn't even pierce his skin. Then this dude pulled up on Arthur, and his name's Dragon. You would have thought
Oh,
his name
yeah,
was Machina,
Dragon
the way
Arthur
he looked
get
like a Tekken
crazy.
character, but
I
that's
seen the
whatever.
manga.
Arthur pulled up and tried to clip this man. I mean, full 200 pump, but Dragon didn't even take any damage. He pulled up behind Arthur and sent his rip to the afterlife. Arthur was knocked out, but then seen an opportunity to aura farm, and he took it immediately. Like, there was no reason to even hit this move, but all of
great
that's like
save.
because it was clean. He pulled
Great
back
save.
up, trying to get busy, but all his attacks really do no damage. This man's moving like Kirito from SAO. His regen is too fast. Arthur was hitting him, and he was the only one taking damage, because apparently this man's dragon scales are enough to hurt people. He then mega evolved and smacked Arthur down to the underrealm.
Yep.
Arthur got up trying to
Dude,
power up
trust me, it
using a
gets
mythical
crazy.
cape and
It
his
gets
sword,
crazy.
but he just couldn't beat the dragon because he kept
gets
evolving
crazy.
mid-battle. I ain't
They
gonna
get
lie.
crazy
Someone
later on.
please explain in my comment section what this has to do with heat, bruh. No, he's just evolving mid-fight. Like, there's no other way to say it. Anyway,
Yeah,
Joker
he
shot
just
4 cards that
transformed.
burned, and he didn't even dodge. While
bro, watch your
Shinra
jet.
came with a down slam
your
at
jet, bro.
Doom,
Watch your
hitting these men through like 3 layers of this building. I ain't gonna lie, this is a crazy attack right here. Shinra then
was.
flew
That
at
was a
Captain
crazy
Burns,
follow-up.
kicking this man, and even hit the Tasmanian Devil spin. Then flew up with a down slam, then dodged this punch just to get hit with another. He then took his coat off, and hear me out, this outfit right here is really hard. It
Nah,
reminds
it's
me of
hard.
Naruto's outfit when it'd get like blown off or something, and he'd have like this ninja undershirt
the
on.
little
It was kinda
mesh.
tough. It
That's
was
like
even
always
cooler
tough.
when he was on fire, then pulled up on Burns. Yes, he got cracked, but the way he moved reminded me of like Pikachu or something, okay? Like quick attack type shit. Bro was literally
Okay.
breakdancing for no reason, then flew up into the sky to go for the anime battle arena down slam.
Shit
But Burns wasn't even
removing.
feeling it. He put both his hands up, locked them, then put the overhead hammer fist to his chest.
To his chest, took the.
I'm down to
He
my
took the
dick.
straps
Wow,
off.
fool. I ain't got shit with my knuckle. Hey, but don't count me out just yet. I'm a little turn on my sister.
Get crazy.
Shinra had to spin back and literally summon the devil. Like, yo, why is
come
they
on,
really
Shinra.
snapping like this? Like, I ain't gonna lie, this fight right here is some peak. But tell me why. Burns locked in, taking a foot to the face, then clapped that boy off the wall. I'm just trying to figure out what has Joker been doing while Shinra fights a top 5 character, bro.
Yeah,
Even on a
where's Joker?
bathroom break, where is he? I'm confused right now. He's
Where's
literally
Joker?
trolling this man with the grab moves, throwing him around. Shinra really had to start moving,
That can never
and
be
he was
me.
still doing no damage, bro.
That can
While
never be
Burns
me.
hit the Xavier Soul base double whammy on him. Like, this is crazy.
look at
At this
Joker.
point, Shinra needs to stop and start fighting Joker, bro. Because why is he letting you get whipped right now?
Joker, help.
No way he locked in like this, using Captain Burns' body as a trampoline. Taking on some boing, boing,
Lock in.
boing. While Joker probably somewhere being corny talking about some heated dark lore. Then Sho has an Adola link with Shinra, finally getting some of his memories back after how Maya altered his mind. Meanwhile, Shinra's flames turn blue, and he got some words on his forehead. Now, I believe this translates to real nigga, but I'm not too sure.
it might
so
be.
then he flies towards Burns with everything
I
he
can
has.
read it a little
We gotta
bit.
see this boy's dirty black foot burning on his face, okay? Or so we thought, because he got even stronger, then turned to the one Escanor. Shinra then had to
Come
take
on
that
now,
boy
it's
back
not
to the
good.
manga to show that he's really him. Not gonna lie, I love when anime do this.
Boom
It
him.
reminds me of like
Boom
one,
him.
or I meant to say One Piece, okay? It reminds me of One Piece, like Luffy punching St. Charles. All right, you get the point, bro. Burns
Okay,
dropped
yeah.
down, and then he told him Shinra is the future. But then he got stabbed from the back. A shadow appeared behind this man, and it was a demon infernal with a missing eye. So really, it's a doppelganger of Burns. Also, Dragon was about to obliterate Company 8, but somehow, when this went off, Iris saved them. And I'm not too sure how she did this, it ain't been
She-
revealed
she
yet.
just
But
liked
Captain
it.
Burns told him
She
to
just
leave
liked it.
and just started ore farming as he was dragged into the underrealm. The White Clad was then going to kill Company 8, but then they got
And
shot
this-
down by a
yeah.
mystery man in the map.
Big-
And yes, Pluto, that is Benimaru. And
We
I ain't gonna
know
lie,
it's
out here,
Benimaru.
he was moving like the authorities, bruh. He is controlling the map. Bro really took his top off and started throwing
We
them
knew it
bombs
was
at them.
Benimaru,
Sherman tried to
like,
stop,
come
bro.
on.
Then how May tried to use lightning, but basically, bro controls all the heat around him. He's literally a dev out here, so they got no chance. Meanwhile,
No chance.
Shinra and Joker free Captain Obi. Benimaru saves everyone from the White Clad, but stays behind because he wants to see how everyone's moving.
Yeah,
he
he
tried to
wanna
cut them all
scrap.
down, but Sharon, my Black King, was out here pulling up with Fireball Jutsu.
Yeah, but
Then
Benimaru
Dragon
wanna
tried to handle
scrap, though.
Benimaru, but he pulled off some nonsense out his bag and stopped that boy. Then he just
Yeah.
dipped because who's gonna stop him anyways? They then went back to
Literally. Benimaru the
Asakusa, and
strongest.
Benimaru says he'll slide for them at any time. But at the same time, Sister Iris goes back to her old church that burnt down. The rest of the company would also pull up, trying to figure out what's going on. They
Hibana.
find an underground passage below the church and find it full of books about bugs. Turns out they were making children eat bugs, the infernal bugs. They all grew up as test subjects. That's why they all have flower names like Iris and Hibana.
That's
Their crops
terrible.
being farmed. Then Iris's
terrible.
mom pulled up. Sister Ibani. Wait, yo, I'm freaked out. Yo, I mean Sister Ibane. Hold on, I'm freaked out. I'm a robot. Her name is Simire, and she
That was
popped up.
crazy.
And I ain't gonna lie, she was moving straight creepy. Hibana confronts her, and it turns out the fire that killed everyone was from her doppelganger experiments. Doppelgangers in Fire Force are another version of you, but from Adola. She was trying to
Yep.
bring them over. Also, the insects
And
are
they're
from
very
Adola,
strong.
so they're kind of a link. So when a doppelganger tries to merge with their human counterpart, that's what makes it infernal. When I was watching episode 8, I ain't gonna lie, bruh, I had to lock in, okay? They was dropping bombs like
They
it was
was dropping
But that's when
lore.
Sister Samire starts making earthquakes, and it turns out she also got some hands, okay? She was saucing this man up and let them shook.
my God.
When Kareem tried to hop in, she pulled up
Nope.
and deleted his weapon.
Yep.
She says 250 years ago, the first cataclysm took place, but failed, and she's been grinding to make another one. Like 250 years, she old as dirt, bruh. But watch the crazy part. She started bringing back the burnt kids as they was begging for
Like,
Hibana.
that's
But
foul.
crazy enough, they were
That's
saved
foul.
by Bubble Boy, while Samire gets confronted by the first pillar, and yes, they are the first two pillars. Meanwhile, in Asakusa, Arthur's sad because Dragon whipped him and also broke his sword. Turns out his sword is from Home Depot, so Builder Boy said he's gonna lead him to a new legendary sword. Obviously Cap though, because they know
Excalibur.
Arthur's schizo. So they head down to the Nether and they run into none other than the Arthur's deadbeat parents. Turns
Yeah.
out they ran away and started a whole new family without him, but they were
Yeah,
just
I
some
would've-
scumbags. Like what? I ain't gonna lie, kill them.
Clap
But
him in the
anyways,
coma,
Arthur
man.
got a
He's
brand
a-
new sword and it's pretty cool looking.
And it's
After this,
hard.
show
That sword
decides that
hard.
he's like that and he wants to link up with Shinra. So him and Arrow hit the road and did. Then Company 8 and 5 have a meeting where that dumbass mole rat comes back and bro was talking about absolutely nothing. He was just yapping, telling stories like, bro, I do not care about you, bruh. But he tells
Bruh, let
Shinra
him- let
the
him yap.
cataclysm is about to start and he's 100% correct. Underground, they're summoning the Shine Master Eustace. I mean, they're summoning the captain.
Eustace.
Okay. And this morning, Obi went to talk to the third captain, and he was like, "Yo, is you gonna slide for us?" He said, "Bro,
Nope.
of course." Now, if you don't know,
Nope,
it's
he
canon
was
in
not.
Fire Force that the captain of the third is from the south side of Atlanta. Anyways, the cataclysm begins
No,
with this
yeah.
big pillar coming out the water, causing mad damage. We also get some massive Titanic Inferno, and I didn't even know this was possible, bruh. So of course, Shinra had a slide. We cannot let that Margwa step foot on the Shadows of Evil map.
Come
They
on
also
now.
had Oguro on the scene, and Juggernaut, but be for real, bro.
Juggernaut
I ain't
was-
covering no Juggernaut fights in 2025, bro. I thought he was dead, honestly. Anyways, Shinra pulls up and gets in the way of Juggernaut.
Got
One of the
boomed.
worst plot devices I've ever seen.
Got
But
boomed.
Oguro saves him just for the white-clad executioner to pull up, and this man flipped the world upside down. So then this dude Ogun pulled up, and he got hit
Big
with
dog.
a team stat buff. All these
big
badges,
dog.
he went in and destroyed the Inferno's right arm. Or maybe it was the left. How about you figure it out for yourself for once? How about
It's
that,
the
huh?
left, but
Maybe
it
I'm
don't
tired of
matter.
narrating. How about that, huh? How do you
Yeah.
think about that, yeah?
Yeah,
All right, bet.
how about that?
Oguro pulled up with some massive scythe of ash, breaking down the Infernos completely.
Come on
Oguro
now.
and Ogun in a fight is crazy. That's gonna be my favorite duo from this whole show, bro. They're both some sick characters. Meanwhile,
Wait till
Sho
I
and
get
Arrow
in
go
there.
after the Executioner as she shoots arrows for him to jump off of. But when he finally gets there, the Executioner puts the world back to normal, so Sho falls down, but lands back on some more arrows.
Clean.
He was trying to
Sho
cut this man
clean.
down until he found out his sword was gonna go right through him every time. He switched the world once again, but we got Arrow out here being Dennis Rodman, the
Doing-
best support player ever. Sho
Crazy
vanishes, freezing
support.
time, and we gotta see that bro literally cannot hit the Executioner at all. Meanwhile, Inka, who I hate, okay? She
That
sees the
was crazy.
future
Who I
and
hate.
decides she's gonna link up with Shinra. Like, keep this girl off
Who
my
I
screen,
hate.
bro. Matter of fact, if she dies, I will give away 20K to charity, I promise you. The Executioner then explains that he can
20K to
control mass
charity?
and matter, so he just vanishes into thin air. Meanwhile,
I know he's
Ogun and
banking like
Sho
that.
go to check on Shinra, but Sho gets a little nervous, you know what I'm saying, and he dips out of there. Meanwhile, Oguro is literally clip farming, fighting this boo-boo titan with some of the best animation I've ever seen in my whole entire
Moving
life.
with that
But tell me
scythe,
why,
ain't he?
he's looking like a VTuber. No disrespect to him though, that's my guy. But then we see this guy, and it turns out, in the first Cataclysm, he hopped over some
Stupid
worlds.
too.
Tell me why, he's looking like my Haitian cousins, but that's besides the point. He then
Crazy.
discovered the Adola Burst from a girl named Amaterasu, I think. He then wanted power,
Amaterasu.
so he pulled up on a dude named Raffle Smith, basically their king, and he did him dirty, taking bro's
Oh.
identity right in front of him. Why was bro snapping like this? He
Snatched
didn't
his
hop
soul.
worlds and then stole the king's identity. What's up with him, bruh? Anyways, Shinra finally
I
wakes
would do
up,
the same
and he's in
thing.
a Adola link with Inka. She says Shinra has to fly back into the past using his flames. He got into the Usain Bolt stance
Oh my-
and then flew into the past. I'm not gonna
No.
lie, I thought he was gonna fly right into the Eustace Galaxy, aka the Milky Way, but I ain't gonna lie, if
The
he flies
Milky
into Stinkleberry,
Way.
Oregon, bruh, he gonna have to check in real quick. I ain't gonna lie, go ask for permission. But in the end,
You
he
gonna
wakes
have
up
to
tied to
ask?
some bed, and his hair is blonde now. I have no idea what this means. I think he's in a different time or something, or maybe he's in his own and they disguise him. I have no idea. But that right there is Fire Force Season 3. It's looking like Part 2 will be crazy. But if you ask me, I'm gonna rate this season a 7 out of 10. Now, towards that 8 to 12 episode range, it started getting crazy, but I think the beginning was kind of slow. Oh, but Eustace, they started off with so much fighting. I don't care if Tamaki fights gold. Like, I just do not care about those sort of fights, you know what I'm saying? I'm mostly here for mystery
The
and
Tamaki
reveals.
slander
That
is
was
crazy.
amazing in those later episodes.
I used to be into edging, but then I found out about grooming. Yes! And I'm into black girls because I'm not coony. My meat will sting like Regina Cooney.
See, I'm waiting to the real craziness. I can't wait for the real craziness because everything is getting crazy now, but it gets crazy. You feel me? It's gonna get nuts. Everybody gonna get some shine. You feel me? My boy Arthur gonna get some shine, but it's okay though. So with that being said, my boy Eustace channel is gonna be linked down below along with the video. Make sure you show him love. Show him some love. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Eustace! And I'll catch y'all next one. Peace. The Tamaki slander has to stop though. This baby girl. Let me see you, man. Let me see you twirl.
Come on,